Hi everyone, we are back with another hard question for SAT, and trust me, these type of questions that we are discussing under hard questions, they are repetitive in nature, and I can bet you that you are going to see similar type of questions in the upcoming SATs. So the question we have already discussed one, it is right here. If you have not done this, you can watch our previous video. Let's try the new question today. So the question is, the floor of ballroom has an area of 600 square meters. An architect creates a scale model of the floor of ballroom where the length of each side of the model is 1/10 times the length of the corresponding side of the actual floor of the ballroom. What is the area in square meters of the scale model? So basically lots of informations are given here. Whenever lots of details are given, try to break it. Do part processing. Okay, so in here, what can I do? I know two things we are talking about. First, we are talking about the actual area, right? And we are talking about the area of the floor, which has a different um, length, right? So basically, it's an area of the scale model. Okay, that we are talking about. So we are talking about two things: area of scale model and the actual area, or we can say that area of actual floor, right? We are talking about the two, both are given, but their relation is given. Let's say there is a side length of the actual floor. Now the side length of the scale model is 10 times the length of the corresponding side of the actual floor. I can say if the side of actual floor length of each side of the model is 10 times the length of the corresponding side of the actual floor. It is 10 times. So if I say that side of actual floor is 1, then the side of scale model, each side of the scale model is 1/10. You know the relation between them, right? So what I do usually, I know whenever the area of two things are given, let's say, let me first make you understand the concept. Let's say they are saying that the length of the square A, whose area is A1, each side is 1, and here the each side is twice of that. Okay, and let's say the area is A2. So whenever you're finding out the ratios, there's a relation between the area and their sides. We always equate them, but we always square it if we are talking about the area. And if we are finding the, suppose let's say it's a cube, then in that case we'll find out the volume. So whenever you're finding the ratios of volume, you have to find the cube of their corresponding sides. Using this, you can make your question very easy. Okay, so let's do it. I just have to divide them. Nothing much. I'm dividing the length of each side of both the models, the scale model and the actual floor, and their areas. Now I know that area of scale model is not given. So I need to find out, I guess. Yeah, I have to find out the area of scale model. But the area of actual floor is already given, which is 600. So I'll write 600. But here I have to do 1/10 square over 1 square. So it's going to be 1 over 100 over 1. Now, whenever you're dividing, can I say that it is nothing but 1 over 100 only? The one who don't know how I'm saying that, understand that whenever you're dividing 1 by 10 whole square, let's say 1 by 100 divided by 1, right? So when you're dividing a fraction by a fraction or fraction by a whole number, first I'll convert this second whole number into a fraction by writing 1 in the denominator. Then I'll write the first fraction as it is. Instead of division, I'll write multiplication and I'll flip. When you're flipping, you get the same answer. Okay, 1 over 1 means 1 over 1 only. So your final answer is 1 over 100. So instead of this, I can replace it and I can write 1 over 100. Now, you have already learned this in your schools. I'm just recalling you so that you can solve these questions easily. Now, here we are finding what's area of scale model. I already know that 6 is in division, so divide by both the sides. What will happen? Sorry, multiply both the sides by 600, or you can transpose the 600 to the other side. So both will get cancelled and you're left with 6. So the area of scale model will be 6. I hope it is clear. Let me reiterate that what we did, we read the question and I know that two things are given. I'm sorry. Area and the corresponding side, right? So now what we did, we know the relation between the area and its corresponding side whenever it is given. If we are finding the ratio, I'll square the side length, right? That's what I did. Now the only concern was it is in fractions. So I didn't did anything. I just keep it like that. I squared it, I plug in the values and solved it, right? You will definitely see this type of question because this question was has the similar type of question was in August 2025 as well. So make sure that you are solving similar type of questions, practicing it. Do solve the volume questions as well. Also, I will make you solve those volume questions in my shorts. There are some questions that we have already done, similar type of questions before August SAT. So please make sure that you're not missing out any video, any short. Each and every question has its own importance. I'm not focusing on the quantity of questions, I am focusing on the quality of questions. And if you want some practice questions on the questions that we are doing here, do let me know. You can go to the description of this YouTube channel. There you'll find my mail ID and you can mail me. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, so that you can practice. So that's all for today. I'm gonna meet you in the next hard question video. Thank you. Keep practicing.